Hello and welcome to another update video about Algorand. Algorand seems to be finally breaking out to the upside of this triangle that we had on the chart here. A few interesting things are happening here. On the 4-hour chart, prices come from Coinbase. What we can identify here are the two moving averages, the 20 and the 50. We have now finally broken above the 20-day moving average, also above a key support line or resistance line, which is now providing support. So it's looking similar to Coty in my opinion, where we're currently breaking out of a triangle formation. I mean, Coty is a descending wedge. This one is a symmetrical triangle, essentially both at the moment bullish patterns, because even the triangle here is a bullish continuation pattern after that massive increase that we saw back here in September. Then we had a longer period of consolidation, which in my opinion is also related to the tokenomics of Algorand, but this is the demand for Algorand is slowly increasing. I remember when we were down here that a lot of people were talking about very similar to what people are doing at the moment with ADA, with Cardano, saying that, you know, it's dead, it's not moving, it's been held down and things like that. But you know, we've been talking about the breakout back here at around $1, and yeah, it did happen. And these are solid projects. That sometimes these solid projects, they take a little bit longer to kick off in terms of the chart and, you know, massive price moves, but it's worth going into them, or at least considering them. You know, I'm not telling you to buy or not to buy, but I'm telling you, you know, these solid projects like Algorand, like Cardano, they are worth looking into if you're interested in crypto, because, you know, some of these smaller cap projects, they might move quicker, but there's also much more risk. So at least, you know, it's looking good. It's looking not necessarily like a fake out at the moment, because, you know, we've had various 4-hour candles now closing above that triangle. Also, if we go to the daily, I think it's starting to look really good, because we had a daily candle close above that triangle, and now on the daily here, we're currently retesting support at 186. So overall, not looking too bad. We have a lot of scope, a lot of space to move, because the RSI has been down at the 50 line for a while. So since the end of September, we've been hovering around this 50 line really for a while, slightly above it. We now have a bullish cross on the MACD. Now I want to point that out. Even though it's only a small one, well, we tried something similar here on the 5th of October. That was a fail. That failed. But now we have another bullish cross, and again, the last time, but that was a bit of a fake out here, yes. But before that happened, we had a really nice price increase. That was that massive price increase in August, I believe it was. So let's just go back here, or September. We had a bullish cross here on the 1st of September, and yeah, you know what happened after that. That's all history. So we are now seeing a bullish cross again. Remains to be seen if that is a real one or just another sort of fake out like here. But looking at the situation that we have now, a daily candle close above that triangle, makes me think, and we're retesting support, makes me think this could be a real one. Even though we don't see the volume yet, but back then when we had that bullish cross, we also haven't seen volume yet. So we need to have a little bit more patience to get that confirmation. Overall, it's looking quite good on the Algorand chart, especially after a longer consolidation. This is looking quite good and healthy. So looking at the Fibonacci's, let's just put them onto the chart. We can see that for a very long period we had support. Oh, I just deleted that again. Put that onto the chart again. So we saw that we, for a very long period, had support here at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, a key one at 155, which provided good support, at least 2 occasions here. Then we climbed up the ladder, now found support for a longer period at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level at around 174. So found support there, and now we're climbing up the ladder. The next key level for me is 193. That's the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. We climbed above it briefly here when we had that bullish cross on the 5th of October, but it was a fake out. So I think that's the next key level we need to watch at 193. So after that, you know, we've got a high here at $2. I think $2 is the next resistance level. So we have quite a bit of work to do to work our way up again, especially with $2 being a psychological mark. But as soon as we can get above $2, I mean, the last time that happened, you know, we had huge candles here. We then struggled to get through 253. but I think if we get above $2 again, you know, we can fairly quickly get back to these levels. So it's looking interesting at the moment on the chart, and I want to show you what my the trend rider is telling me. Not yet on the daily. It doesn't tell me yet. It doesn't give me a buy signal yet. Last time I had a buy signal here on the trend rider on the daily was on the 1st of September. Now that was an amazing buy signal back here at around $1.10, $1.15. So that was huge. So I don't have that yet. I would say we probably have one on the 4-hour chart already. Yeah, we had a buy signal here a few times now on the 4-hour and no sell signal yet. So that's normally how it starts on the lower term time frames, when there the momentum is picking up and you get the buy signal and then it's moving over to the 4-hour. But yeah, we don't have that on the daily yet. Don't have it on the daily yet. And I like to trade the daily time frame, a bit like swing trading, longer term time frames trading. But what is good, we have broken out of a pattern. I would now wait for that buy signal and then potentially add to my positions. So that is what Algorand is looking like. It's growing. It's a growing ecosystem. It's I would say a little bit trending at the moment as well. It gained a lot of attention during that huge pump here in September. It works together with El Salvador, works together on CBDCs with various partners on projects. So it's a solid project, you know. And if we zoom out on a larger scale, I think we probably still have a cup and handle here potentially that we haven't really broken out of. I mean, it's a bit of a oddly shaped one, overshot a little bit, but let me see how that looks on the weekly. I think there is quite a bit of scope here still to the upside, right? So I mean, you had that, it overshot definitely. Well, maybe it's not a cup and handle anymore because we're already up here. So however, you know, we've got a nicely defined triangle here on the daily, out of which we broke out. So yeah, I would anticipate further price increases now, obviously providing that we can hold this critical support line, we don't fall back into that triangle. But Algorand is a strong project. I did show you before how it looked earlier in the year, where we made very similar moves. The pattern looked exactly the same back in February. There you go, we had that here. The pattern looked exactly the same. We then dropped to exactly pretty much the same fashion. And since then, after that, we had pretty much 2 months of increasing prices. So you could see that as well. Now starting back here, it was very similar. Started a little bit of a bumpy ride, but overall we came all the way up nearly to that level again. So we could, if we follow that same pattern in the next 1 or 2 months, get back to 250 again. So I hope you liked that. Hope you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Maybe consider a channel membership. And if you want me to cover Algorand going forward, let me know as well. And if you like Algorand, let me know as well. Thank you a lot. Bye.